Welcome to Films and Stars. In this episode, we bring you Edward Norton and Liv Tyler's The Incredible Hulk. Then we feature the latest box office top 5, and we have the director profile of Indiana Jones' Steven Spielberg. But first, the dark and long-awaited comic adaptation, Wanted.
This is the mind-numbing black hole I call a job. And this is me, Wesley Gibson. Nobody.
Wanted is based on Mark Millar's graphic novel of the same name. The film features a superstar cast that includes James McAvoy, Angelina Jolie, and Morgan Freeman.
Like everybody else, I just keep waiting for a lotto ticket out of my boring existence and into a life that means something.
I knew your father.
My father died the week I was born.
Your father died yesterday on the rooftop of the Metropolitan Building. He was one of the greatest assassins who ever lived. And the other one is behind you.
The story is about an ordinary guy, Wesley, played by James McAvoy, who is suddenly pulled out of his boring everyday life by Foxy, a role by Angelina Jolie. Yes, it's another action film in times where films of the genre are hardly scarce. So what sets Wanted apart from the heap?
I think it's highly developed sense of irony and huge sense of humour, and it's quite cynical as well.
Where are you going? Go! Get back in here!
And the fact that there's a lot of action movies and a lot of superhero movies, and this is somewhere in between. But there's been a lot over the last few years that are for, they're for adults, but they're really for teenagers and for children and things like that too. And this isn't. This is for adults. There is a lot of violence, and it's quite graphic, the violence, and the violence is intended to be very funny at times, even though it is so graphic.
Author of the comic book, Mark Millar, was closely involved in the making of the movie, although a bit cynical at first.
I went into it thinking, it's okay, whatever happens here, this is nothing to do with my book.
He was very satisfied with the end result.
So if they'd screwed that up, it would have been quite disappointing, but they just nailed it absolutely perfectly.
And these are his favourite scenes.
The scene where James gets to use his abilities, his powers for the first time, and it's just the idea that somebody is so good they can shoot the wings off flies. It's just so outrageous. It's something that is physically impossible, of course, but it just looks cool.
You can't even see them!
2, 3.
One of my favourite scenes that was transplanted was the opening scene, which was where suddenly this guy sort of sees a dot on his head, takes out his guns, jumps out the window and starts chasing after his assassins.
Second in command is Celluloid's Angelina Jolie, ladies and gentlemen. Cue the pictures. And she becomes the woman who basically kicks 7 corners of crap out of me. And then she spits in me, and then she punches me, and then she kicks me again.
What did you say?
If anybody has any sort of fantasies about Angelina Jolie, you watch this film and you will have them all satisfied.
Are we gonna bond now? Would you like to?
I get to be Foxy, finally. I've been doing some serious films and I love them and I will continue to do them, but every once in a while I miss the action movie. I miss playing.
Welcome to the fraternity.
And I think the action scenes are new. You have 3 blocks to kill him. They've not been seen before.
Now in cinemas around the globe, Wanted.
Oh!